Today on Destination Polaris. Oh, Canada! Outdoorsmen love you. We scout, shoot, and ride with legendary Northway Outfitters in central Saskatchewan. Plus, we rope and ride in Texas with the richest cowboy in rodeo history, Trevor Brazil. Destination Polaris starts right now.
Destination Polaris is presented by Rugged Radios, the authority in communications.
Welcome to Destination Polaris. Check out this view in central Saskatchewan. We came to ride with Northway Outfitters and let some seal fly. The skies talk in Canada.
Every day you see birds flying.
It's like a Disneyland, a paradise for waterfowlers.
They consider one of our flyways through Balford here one of the major in the world. There's millions of birds that come through here.
Dozens of outdoor media professionals from across the U.S. also flock here for the Waterfowl Media Conference.
It's the largest waterfowl conference in the outdoor industry.
We'll goose and duck hunt, shoot skeet, and ride rangers on the Mosquito First Nation Reservation.
Well, I've been on several of these events and there's never been one of this magnitude.
Obviously, the right gear matters for a hunter, and Ranger is the best utility side-by-side out there.
North Battleford, one of the largest cities in Saskatchewan, sits in the west central part of the province. Farmland and the reservation border the community.
Usually the first time up here, people marvel at the vastness of the land.
We all grew up around here. This is our hometown.
Once fall comes, we're all in camel.
Northway Outfitters guide rides on the reservation daily, both to hunt and scout. This week, James Oxabin and Kyle Graham give us an exclusive UTV tour.
Not a lot of people go out there, which makes it nice and quiet, so you don't see a lot of people. We have exclusive rights to take people out there.
We begin in wide open country.
We went through a field first with some rolling hills, a lot of turns, kind of open, give us a good start.
We drove through a few cattle pastures and a few fields, and I was really impressed with how smooth the ride was. There's a field that I've drove through a million times with quads and trucks, and you can only do 10, 15 miles an hour, where yesterday I had it full tilt and going across and jumping over prairie dog mounds, and I didn't even feel them.
The reservation offers more than 25,000 acres to explore. Locals call the forest area the bush. Trails become tight because of the thick brush.
From there, we turned into some tight bush where we had to get through some trees, underbrush, some tight areas, a little bit rough.
It's really awesome to come up here and see how Northway Outfitters is using the Polaris Ranger. The terrain up here really showcases the capability of the machine.
Many of the outdoor media guests say they use Rangers like this at home.
We use a lot of Polarises where I'm from for hunting, deer hunting, duck hunting, a bunch of different things.
Rangers are rugged, just like these trails.
The best thing about the Rangers is crew cab capability, is smooth ride, and an engine that doesn't fail no matter what the conditions are.
What people want, they want to be able to go out touring and riding the machine, seeing country, and then at the end of the day, they're not beat up, ready to go again.
Our next destination, Kings Hill.
It's one of the largest landmarks around North Battleford that we know about, not too many other people know about. But it's a good test to get up to the top of that hill. Once you're up there, you can see 30 miles away in either direction.
The landscape up here is unbelievable. It's so beautiful. I mean, look at where we're standing right now.
Still ahead, we continue to explore Saskatchewan's outdoor paradise. Sporting clays, big buck photos, and more next on Destination Polaris. Welcome back to the show. North Central Saskatchewan is not only known for great riding, but it also has some of the best whitetail and waterfowl hunting in the entire world. And for the guys at Northway Outfitters, this isn't a hobby, it's a way of life.
This year it was really wet where you couldn't drive a 4x4 through a field. So having these Polarises was nice where you could go where your trucks couldn't. And they pull so much weight, it makes it so easy for us to get around and do stuff and not mess up people's land.
Hunters call Northway Outfitters legendary.
We are a family-run business since 1988. We do waterfowl hunts, whitetail hunts, bear and fishing.
With more than 30 guides, Buddy Graham and his army of guides provide some of the best waterfowl and whitetail deer hunts in the entire world.
Our success rates have proven over the years to be very consistent, and a lot of that is due to the people who work for me. I own Northway Outfitters, but it's my army that makes its flow.
Most workdays start before sunrise and end far after sunset.
You gotta love it. If you don't love it, you won't last doing this. And it's pretty hard to go for 3-4 months straight hunting, but you do have to love it if you're gonna do this.
The machines help for scouting, guiding, baiting, putting out deer stands, hunting, and hauling decoys.
These machines are built perfect for any situation in my life, from the ranching with cattle to the everyday hunting we do. Baiting, biggest thing is hauling all our feed around for whitetail stands. Sometimes I'll have to do 14, 15 baits in one day. Takes a lot of weight off my shoulders running them.
Today we're actually doing some scouting. We've seen some good deer moving through the area over the past week, so we're going to do some pre-scout and see if we can locate some areas to put up some trail cameras.
We run probably 15 cameras at a time.
Monster whitetail deer live deep in the bush.
Now that's something to get excited about for November. Oh my. And he's got a brother too. He's out of velvet. This is the deer I'm hoping to get this year. We've been following him for 4 years now. He is 6 years old and he is at his peak of maturity. It is healthy and strong by the tells of these photos. Feels like a little kid on Christmas.
Wildlife often use the same trails as the UTVs. As we head back to camp, our route passes by some of the best waterfowl habitat on the reservation.
I really enjoyed yesterday driving around the lake and how well those things didn't sink in as a normal machine that was too heavy would bog out quickly. They seem to float across mud and water. It doesn't matter how wet it is. I tried yesterday and I couldn't get stuck, which was nice.
The sights and sound of migration truly amaze. What a week! The largest waterfowl media conference in Saskatchewan is a success, and we end with a bang.
All right, game on.
Ooh, 3 for 3. Thank you for the
awesome.
quick draw.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. So we were out here shooting skeet. I did have some friendly competition out there. So we lined up and each of us took a turn shooting. However, if you missed, the person next to you had to back you up. I won. Big bearded men dance when that happens.
Welcome back to the show. We're now in Texas, and this not only is Ranger country, but also many of the world's most famous cowboys live here, including rodeo legend Trevor Brazil and one of his main horses, Deputy.
To be a champion, you have to work hard. To be a champion, you've got to pay your dues. You can't be a champion unless you're relentless.
Trevor Brazil's mindset fuels his success.
The thing that makes my heart beat is just being a cowboy.
The King of Cowboys recently won his 24th World Championship.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you want to be the best, you have to be willing to implement the kind of habits that it takes to get you where you want to be. I think champions have great habits in place, whether it be in football, basketball, rodeo.
Great habits start here in his home practice arena.
I get my confidence from my preparation. That's been a big thing to me my whole career. I've prepared more than anybody. I do all the roping events. So there's steer roping, tie-down roping, team roping, anything that you can do with a rope, that's my specialty.
Weekly reps keep Trevor sharp for competition. His ranch manager, Preston, pulls the calf roping dummy, so Trevor can perfect heading and heeling.
When we step into the arena, it's fun, but at that time, it's serious. You know, we want to get better that day.
Nobody cares this year what you've done last year, so if you're going to recreate any of those championships or special moments, you got to be preparing and doing the stuff that made you successful.
Winning requires a team effort and quality horses.
This is Deputy. He's a freak athlete. He's really, really fast. Probably the fastest horse I've rode. I've had some great horses, but as far as my roster today goes, he would top the list. With my physical ability, I believe that the biggest factor in my success over the years has been my horsemanship and the ability to keep great horses under me that deserve a lot of credit.
Along with the animals, the rangers get quite a workout too.
We do work them hard, but they're made to work hard, so I don't really worry about that part of it, but they are so crucial to what we do around here and making our day go smooth that it's something we definitely take care of. I mean, your typical just daily ranch work, from feeding. Anybody that has acreage knows that when you're taking care of animals, it can really be time consuming, and it makes it a breeze when you have these machines. As far as a training device, whether it be training ourselves or our next generation of horses that we're going to be competing on, grooming the arena, it's awesome and keeps you comfortable and lets you get the work that you need done.
He's out. Got it on him, and he's off for 2 this one. Look out, here's Trevor out tonight. He strings him, he comes on with it. What a run, 6.
Well, Trevor lives for this.
There you go, Trev.
Retirement is the next phase in his career.
I'm semi-retired because I knew I couldn't quit cold turkey. There's no vaccine for rodeo. I love it, it's in your blood.
Now listen to this crowd when he steps up here. That says it all.
Trevor owns Rodeo's record as the winningest cowboy ever. 24 world champion buckles and saddles.
I've just been really blessed throughout my career, and the icing on the cake came in 2018 when I won my last all-around world championship.
Trevor proves that hard work, paying your dues, and being relentless are the world champion way. Up next, we ride part of Rodeo's Rodeo Drive in Texas and meet another competing cowboy. You're watching Destination Polaris. Welcome back to the show. Cowboys call the country home.
Home is definitely the busiest place that I go.
This is Rodeo Road. This is a roper's dream, is to, be here and be able to come to this facility with Trevor and my dad right beside it.
We ride Rodeo's Rodeo Drive. Our first stop, the Cooper Compound.
It's Rawhide Hill, Cooper Compound, the compound. What else do we call it around here? I don't know. Home.
It's a family affair for the Coopers. Tough Cooper competes in the NFR.
Hey, this next guy, he really doesn't need much of an introduction. Here's Tough Cooper.
And his dad is Roy Cooper, Pro Rodeo Hall of Famer.
Family means everything to cowboys, and we're one big family, the Brazil Coopers, and just everybody in the Western industry, we're a big family.
A dirt road and wide open fields connect the compound to Trevor Brazil's ranch.
You're coming with the mustard right there.
The mustard.
That's what I'm talking about. It just so happens that on big stages, we're always going against each other, but we are so competitive, but then again, we're each other's cheerleaders too, so.
This is also, my main practice facility too. I'm very fortunate that I'm family, and I show up here to train with the very best that's ever done it.
While Trevor and Tough spend a lot of time competing against one another, they spend even more time in this arena working together to make one another better.
Tough and Trevor right there, very much in a battle for the tie-down roping world championship in the all-around.
Tough and Trevor compete against one another in tie-down roping. Trevor also team ropes with various partners. For this session, Tough will lasso the head of the calf dummy, while Trevor will heel.
I know how hard he's worked, and he knows how hard I've worked. I really believe that it's iron sharpening iron all the time at home, what's made us so successful when we get out on the road.
Each run lasts less than 10 seconds, which makes practice so crucial.
I feel like it gets me better just being around the best in the world.
Trevor's 41, while Tough is 29 years old and chasing his way to the top.
He puts a rap movie on him and says, you know what, Tough? If you're gonna beat me, you're gonna have to come do it, buddy.
I've finished second to him about 5 or 6 times, so if I figure out how to win it, it was through, I had to beat Trevor. Beat my brother-in-law. Beat the person I practice with every day, that trains me, that mentors me, that helps me with everything that life throws at you.
Definitely no off days on Rodeo's Rodeo Drive. These celebrity cowboys surround themselves with the best to be the best.